Hey guys, welcome back to Shristi Tech Academy. Today is day 3 of our advanced Java Streams API coding series. In this session, let us discuss about 3 powerful collectors which help us to extract real insights about data. These are supporting methods which are extremely useful when we move on to more advanced collectors which we will be seeing in the upcoming sessions. We will start by flattening nested data using flatMapping method, which is similar to flatMap, which is a method in Streams API. If you have not learned about flatMap, I have already created a video on this. You click on the link above to get more details on how to work with flatMap. Then we will move on to the two other methods to get extreme values. That is the highest salary and the lowest salary of employee using maxBy and minBy method. These methods work in a similar manner of the methods of Streams API, max and min. Without further delay, let us get started. Let us work on the same employees list. These are the questions that we will be discussing now. The first one is get all distinct skills. This can be done in two ways. One is using flatMap, the other one is using collectors.flatMapping. First, let me show you using flatMap so that it is easier for you to understand flatMapping. The first step is convert employees to a stream, employees.stream. From this, I need to get the skills alone, that is the employee skills alone. What is the method that I should use? Map method. Map takes an input of one type and converts it into an output of another type, which means in our case the input is an employee object, the output is the skills of the employee. Okay. So what is the output of this particular line? It is a list of string which is skills. I hope you can understand. The input is an employee object, the output is a list of skills, which means it is a list of string. When it is coming out of the map method, it is not a stream of string, but it is a stream of list of string. I hope you can understand this. Let me keep the cursor here. You can see stream of list of string. Instead of get skills, if I give get employee name, we are having it as name, get name, see the return type. It is stream of string. That is the difference. Now in my case, I want to call get skills, which means it is a stream of list of string. If I need to flatten it, I need to call flatMap method. Dot flatMap method. This also takes function as parameter. So what is coming inside this? A list is coming inside, which is skills. I need to convert it again into a stream. So directly I can call skills.stream. See the output of flatMap. Now it is stream of string. Because from the skills we are taking one by one value. I hope you can understand. In the previous case, from the employee, I am taking only one single value, which is a list of skills. So for employee 1, I am getting 2 skills. Employee 2, 2 skills. Likewise, it is continuing. Which means the output of this particular line is stream of list of string. Now I am getting a list. I cannot perform any operation on that list. I need to flatten it. I should get individual values. It is not a list of string, but it is a stream of list of string. Okay, guys, as I told you, if you want to go in detail about flatMap method, you can just watch my video. I have given the link above. Okay, now out of this comes my stream of string, which means on this I can call the other Streams API methods. You can directly convert it into a list or print it. Let me print this. Dot for each system dot out :println. Let me save this and run it. Here you can see the output, but what it is doing, it is repeating the skills again and again. But what I want only distinct skills. So after this line, you can call dot distinct method. Let me run this now. Here I am getting the list of distinct skills. Is there any other way to do it? Yes. Instead of using distinct, I can collect it. So we can use dot collect method. Inside that I can pass collectors.toSet. Set automatically will remove the duplicates. What is the return value? Set of string distinct skills equal to. So instead of using distinct and for each or distinct and to list, you can use directly collect method. That is better. Okay. Now let us print the set. So distinct skills. Let me run this. Here we have got the output. Okay. Now let us try the same thing using collectors.flatMapping. So this is flatMap method. The first step is convert the list into a stream. Employees.stream. Directly call collect method. Dot collect. Collectors.flatMapping. The first parameter is a function interface, which means you need to provide the implementation of function. The second parameter is collector, downstream, to what you want to convert. Whether you want to convert it into a list or a set or a map. Collectors.toList, to set or to map. Accordingly we need to write it. So select this method. I end this with the parenthesis. Now let us implement the first part. It is a function interface. So implement it. One by one employee object is coming in. From this employee object I need to get the skills. Okay. Now after getting the skills, it is mandatory that I need to call stream method. The purpose of calling stream method is to convert it into a stream. That is this line, skills.stream, empl.getSkills.stream. That is the meaning. Rather than you doing these two lines, you can give it in one single line, employee.getSkills.stream. That's it. I repeat it again. When you are working with map, when you are using flatMap, it is mandatory that first you need to get the skills using map method, which is a list. Then after that, you need to convert the list into a stream, which means first you are getting stream of list of string. See here. This method returns a stream of list of string when you are using map. FlatMap returns a stream of string. So these two methods combined is flat mapping. One by one employee object is coming in. From the employee object I am getting the skills. This line. Which means now it is like a stream of list of string. I need to convert it into a stream, which means I have to call stream method. What is the return type of stream? It is a stream of string. Okay. So this is the first parameter. What about the second parameter? You need to convert it back into a list or set. Why set? Why not list? List accepts duplicates. Set will not accept duplicate. Collectors.toSet. Okay. We need the distinct skills only. So let me add it here. Distinct skills is equal to. I'll add a dummy println statement. Okay. Let me save and run. Here we have got the output. The same output. So this is how we will be using flat mapping. Guys, we will be using the same method in the upcoming collectors in advanced scenario. For that, first you need to understand flat mapping. That is why this video. The next one. Get the employee with the highest salary. Of course, you would have worked with max and min method. So what if I want to use max method? It is very simple. Employees.stream dot map to double. I want to get only the salaries. emp arrow emp dot get salary dot max, which returns an optional double. From that I can call the next method get as double to get the maximum salary. This returns the maximum salary only. What if I want to get the employee having the maximum salary? In that case you can use reduce method. I am not getting diverted, so let us leave this off here and move on to work with collectors.maxBy. So the method that we are going to see now is collectors.maxBy. Let me also print the max salary. These are aggregate operations, max, min, sum, average, all that are available which can be used very well with primitive streams. Same way you can try with min method also. As usual, let us convert our employees into a stream, then call collect method. Dot collect, collectors dot maxBy. MaxBy takes comparator as parameter. You all know how to sort the elements using comparator. You can very well use lambda expressions. As in, I need to provide the implementation of comparator. Comparator is a functional interface which has one single method compare that takes two parameters. Let me add the logic E1 comma E2. I need to get the salary of both the employees. The salary is double, which means it is a primitive value. I cannot call compare to method to compare primitive values. So I have to use the inbuilt method available in the double wrapper class. Double dot compare. It takes two parameters. So first one is E1 dot get salary, comma E2 dot get salary. Get salary. In this here, let me keep the cursor in this line. See the return type, it is returning an optional employee. It is not returning the maximum salary, but it is returning the employee who is having the maximum salary. Optional of employee. Employee. Syso employee dot get. Let me change it to EMPL OPT. EMPL OPT dot get. So this returns me the employee who is having the maximum salary. Let me run this. The first one is returning me the maximum salary. The second one is returning me the employee having the maximum salary. In this case, we are having only one single employee. What if there are more than one employee having the same highest salary? Then this is not the approach. We need to take a better approach, which we will be seeing in the upcoming video. Okay. Similar to maxBy, we can also work with minBy. When we are working with minBy, let us modify the approach that we have written over here. We are using lambda expression. Is there any other way other than lambda expression and this can be replaced? Yes, of course we can do that. I will show it to you. We will try that approach in this method. Employees.stream.collect.collectors. I have copied till that part. It is minBy. MinBy takes comparator as parameter. Now, let me just directly add comparator. I'll click on comparator. Scroll down. In comparator, there is one method called as comparing, which is a static method. We can search for it. Comparing. This is the static method comparing. Scroll down, see in line number 472 and 473, whatever we have been doing there, the same process is taken care in this particular method. Taking two objects and comparing both the objects based on a particular property, which means rather than you providing the implementation, this comparing method is ready to do the implementation for you, which means I don't have to use lambda expression. I can directly call the static method of comparator. Comparator.comparing. Again it is taking function as parameter. What I can just tell is with what property I want to compare. I want to compare the salaries and get the lowest salary, that is the minimum salary. So use method reference employee double colon get salary. Guys, I hope it is clear. In the previous case, explicitly we wrote the implementation for comparator. You can very well do that. Is there any alternate approach? Yes, of course it is available, which means there is a method called as comparing, which is already doing the functionality that we are expecting. So rather than we sitting and doing the work, we can delegate the work to comparing, but we need to provide with what property it has to compare. So it is expecting the key extractor with what property. The property that we want to compare is get salary. Let me end this with a semicolon. See the return type of collect. It is optional of employee. So let me just get it in the variable. Min employee optional. and let me have this as max employee optional, and let us print the value in employee optional, and this one is max employee optional. Let me run this. Here we have got the output. This returns the employee with the lowest salary. If you are having more than one employee having the lowest salary, then the way you are writing the logic will be completely different. The idea of this particular session is just to understand how to use maxby and minby. That's it. We have completed all the three methods. Okay, guys, we have successfully completed day 3 of our advanced Java Streams API coding series. If you are having any queries or comments regarding this particular video, please share your thoughts in the comments. I am eagerly waiting for it. These three methods are supporting methods which will be used very often in the advanced collector methods, which means you should be comfortable working with flat mapping, maxby and minby. Please complete this video. See you in day 4. Thank you.